water soon. Let me know in the chat, how are we feeling this morning? Are we ready to go? I gotta say, yesterday's stream, yeah, that'll wake you up. Yesterday's stream was quite the stream. So thank you everybody who came out to the stream, who chatted in the stream, you liked the stream. We overachieved the like goal. I asked for 100 likes. You guys got it to like 150, I think. I think it's higher than that now. But the last I remember, it flew up to 150. So thank you everybody. I really appreciate that. We overachieved our goal. Let's do the same thing today. Feeling fantastic, man. That's awesome to hear. Scared of intraday when funded? Intraday. Ah, okay. Well, honestly, if you're just trading, if you kind of keep it systematic, because, you know, with prop firms, you got to treat it a little different, you know? So if you're keeping it systematic, meaning you're kind of using the same lot sizes, you're not taking too many trades, you shouldn't have to worry about the intraday too much, you know? I guess it depends on your type of trading, though. DD's ready to go. Let's go. Yesterday was painfully slow. Yes, it was. Yesterday was one of the slowest Mondays we've ever had in the market here for us. For sure. Carlos from Virginia Beach. Good morning to you. Hope you're having a great morning. Monique, good morning. Good morning. Been here 2 days now. You're very humble, transparent, patient compared to all the other live trading accounts. You the best. Thank you. I appreciate you. Well, I have been doing this before there were prop firms and all this hype around streaming. I mean, before there was all this stuff, we were just chilling here trading, right? Before it was popular to do it, to be fair. But, you know, I'm glad there's more people streaming now because it helps newer traders see the reality of trading. You know, back when I was streaming, there was only a couple other people doing it. And man, we had it harsh. We had it harsh because everyone who hides behind their amazing marketing, we got to give it to them. They're amazing marketers. Make it seem like trading is 100% win rate and you make all this money and kumbaya, right? But when people actually get up here and do it live, people start to see the reality. You know, you're going to lose sometimes. Market conditions change. It's, you know, there's a lot to adapt and adjust to. There's a way to get out of drawdown without over leveraging. You know, when you learn from professionals, you learn how to do things, you know. But yeah, shout out to anybody who's live trading. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? So taking a look here, if you're new to the stream, I am watching this opening candle. Why? You may ask why. How come you're not hopping into something? Is it good volume? Yeah, it's great volume. But sometimes the 930 candle can be a little bit unpredictable. What do I mean by that? Does that mean I can't read it? No, most times I could read it. But when it comes to my confirmations for my setup, sometimes it's a 50-50. So I tend to leave it alone. Yes, there are times, maybe like 9:45, I may get into something, but it is pretty rare. It is pretty rare. So I do usually like to wait for the 30-minute candle to close. Like I said, there are times I may go in at 9:45, but it just depends. Very rare. So taking a look at the higher time frame here. Good morning, D-Hub. Taking a look. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so everyone can see how we pulled back up. We closed back into this range, right? The range I'm talking about is the support that we broke. We came back up to this support. We closed above it, right? So we're back inside this range and we're pumping. And I have a feeling we're going to be going all the way back up to the top and continuing. I have a feeling this was just a dip to continue up. But this is on the daily time frame. And we can definitely stall it out. It doesn't mean it's going to be a smooth ride up at all, guys. I mean, look at the way we came down, right? It wasn't smooth, was it? So we'll see, but I'm thinking I'm thinking to the top side today. We take a look at the 4-hour time frame. You can see this resistance right here that we are peaking above. That's something I'm looking at. If we do continue, where's that at? 29,350. So 350s. I'm looking around 650. So this is about 300 points above. We continue pushing today. That could be a possibility. Right in this area. But keep in mind, like I said, we do have unscheduled news with these headlines, these news headlines. And also we have uncertainties with this war going on. So even if it is going to continue to this point today, we could also have a little bit of trouble, right? See how like down here, we had these extra pullbacks, long wicks. We can do that up here too, because now we're at a new resistance. All right, so just be careful. Be wary of pullbacks. Make sure you have some strong confirmations. That's kind of how I'm going to go about it today. Let's see. Turn this back on. And, you know, I have my levels here. As you can see, I do have levels tagged out already. Right at the area that we just talked about. I'm just on the 5-minute though, right? We already got it tagged out. So, all right. I may add some levels from the daily time frame. We got a lot of volume today, huh? How far are we up now from the opening? 200 points. Okay. Pretty good. Good morning, Lance. Question. I enjoyed the hike Sunday. However, I was wondering where you were and where were the dogs? I was in a mysterious place and I did not bring my dogs on my first IRL stream because I didn't bring anybody, actually. I didn't bring my dogs and I didn't bring anybody else with me because I'm testing it out. I didn't know how to do IRL. So it's like a tester. Rigo, good morning to you. Good morning to you. But yeah, I'm not going to say the place because I'm not going to dox the location. It's not because I don't want to tell you guys, but you guys got to understand that there's things that happen outside of stream that you guys don't know about. So I can't because, you know, people do things. You know, there's different type of stalker situations that happen outside of stream for streamers that you guys aren't aware about because people don't usually talk about it. So we're going to leave it there. Okay. Rigo, what's up, Rigo? Good morning. Alrighty. We got the turtle song playing, y'all. We got the turtle song playing. Let me know in the chat. Did you take a trade today? Did you take a trade? Or are you still waiting? We got 40 seconds till this 5-minute candle closes here. 40 seconds on the clock. Is NASDAQ running out of steam here? The last 5-minute candle was a little small. "13 seconds on the clock." What's up, Ian? Good morning to you. Hope you're having a great morning. No trade today? Yes, Jose got a trade. Nice. So wait, you missed your London session trade. Okay. Oh, you've been up for a while then. London session. How many people here? Actually, let me know in the chat. What sessions do you guys trade? Do you only trade London? Do you only trade New York? Do you only trade Asia? Do you trade all three? Are there 2 sessions that you trade? Well, let me know in the chat. What sessions do you trade? I'm curious. All right, next 5-minute candle. Looks like it's picking up a little steam here. Hold on, chat. Let me get my dog. Alrighty, we are back. We are rolling here. New York, London, New York, New York, New York only. Mainly NY, sometimes Asian. NY and Asian sometimes. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, those of you who are trading more than one session, you're not consistently getting payouts. You should be paying attention to, are you more profitable in one of the sessions than the other, right? Is one of them more easier for you to trade than the other, right? Are you winning all your money in New York and losing it all in Asian? Or are you losing a lot in New York and you have a higher win rate during Asian, right? Those are some things you want to start paying attention to. Pay attention to your stats. Pay attention to your data. They're super important. That's how you get better as a trader. If you want to actually get better, you should always be focused on those stats, the accuracy and improving. Super important, right? You're an analyst, right? The analyst is looking at data. That's your job. That's what you signed up to do. All right. So we should be making sure we're focused on that. Also, let me get a 111 in the chat while we're waiting on this candle to close here. Let me get a 111 in the chat. Go ahead and do our daily affirmation. 111. Let's see what we got this morning for you. Today is August 4th, 2026. Yeah, zoom in a little bit. Can't even see it. Says the peace you have been asking for is getting closer. Not the kind that depends on everything going perfectly, but the kind that lives inside you no matter what changes around you. Your soul is learning how to feel safe again. Let it. Beautiful. I love that message. Beautiful message. Yeah, guys, this is a really important message. The key to this was everything doesn't have to be perfect for you to feel okay, right? A lot of people think everything needs to be perfect. Everything doesn't need to be perfect. I know my perfectionists out there. I know. I'm with you. But sometimes we have to think in the moment of what we're grateful for that we do have, right? Okay. And the second part of it is about peace living inside of you no matter what the outside circumstances are. It takes time to master that, right? No matter what's going on in the world, what's happening in your life, all these other things that happen, you still maintain that peace inside of you. It takes a long time to train yourself to do that. So I encourage you all to try that, right? I encourage you all to try that, because when you can hold peace within yourself, no matter what happens from outside circumstances, you become incredibly powerful. Too powerful. You know, you want to be powerful. Because when you're powerful and your energy is matching that, you're unstoppable. That's when things start happening for you in life too. You know? But also you'll be happier. You'll be much happier because nothing can disturb your peace. Let's see. What's up, Rodney? Yeah, I didn't do well in Asian session, staying away. Okay. That's fair enough, right? Fair enough. And if one day you decide, hey, I kind of want to try it out again, nothing wrong with that. Just see how you do. But, you know, if your stats are showing you, hey, maybe you're not performing too well during this time, then it's time to let it go. All my blown accounts were traded in Asian session or London. Keep in mind, my rules are NY session only. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's funny how it can be the smallest thing keeping you from that payout or keeping you from withdrawing money yourself consistently. It could be something as small as the session you're trading, right? Literally. So know what I'm talking about, chat? And there's a reason why I said what I said. So I really encourage you guys to you know, do a little digging in your data. See how you're trading. Are you looking to sell or buy? You're gonna have to ask AI. Do exclamation point AI in the chat. No spaces, just exclamation point AI. Asia stolen a lot of accounts from you? Ah, okay. Yeah. Yep. That happens. It does happen. Options grower, good morning to you. Let's see, chat. We are... How many minutes? We're close. We are close. Okay. Looking for his 15-minute candle to close. You can see how we literally broke the high of the previous. We're just kind of sitting here. I'm just waiting for this to close. Getting ready to close here. About 6 minutes to go. Being nice and patient with it. This thing is rocket shipping today. It's rocket ship day part 2, I guess. Let's see what we got today for updates. What is this? An announcement is expected regarding the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz from a high-ranking source. Okay, well, that was 20 minutes ago. I don't know. I'm confused. Yesterday, they said they were meeting. Then they said, oh, that was false. We weren't meeting. So I can't keep up. We do have job openings coming up as soon as this 15-minute candle closes here in 5 minutes. We do have some news. Other than that, that's going to be about it for the New York session. Unless there's unscheduled news, of course. Always eyes and ears open for that. Get impatient and rush to pay out trading off hours. Yeah, you'll notice anytime, anytime you are anybody in the world, anytime people make decisions based on money or based on rushing the process, it's the opposite energy of money, and that's why you push money further out from you. That's why. Right? You have to match the frequency of money to earn money and to earn more and more money and bigger amounts of money, right? You gotta match that frequency. That frequency is calm, patient, cool, collect. Um, Also to manifest. When you manifest something, it's because you believe that you have it, right? You believe you can achieve it. And if we find ourselves forcing results, then we don't actually believe it's gonna come, right? So just a little tip, little trick. Right here, y'all. Like I said, we do have some news coming up. 3 minutes and 37 seconds. This opening was on blast off this morning. Range is about 295 points, about 300 points. Okay. Double the normal opening range per usual. Seems like the usual as of last week. We keep doubling our opening range volume. To be nice and patient this morning. I would love nothing more than for price to come back down. Honestly, I would love nothing more than for price to come back down. Come back down. Come back down a little bit more, you know? Or consolidate a little bit. One of the two is fine. But let's slow down in volume a little bit. Let's give us a chance to get in this, you know? Let's slow it down. Gotta wait for it to set up again, right? You missed the bus, you gotta come, you know, get ready for the next bus. Oh, there we go. Rodney's trying out the AI. Yeah, I was serious. I wasn't being sarcastic when I said check AI. I was really serious. AI market prediction for Rodney. AI needs more coffee. Ask for the next candle. All right. It's funny. AI needs more coffee. I need coffee. Sure enough, do. That would be great right now. Some coffee. That would be amazing. Forgot to get my water, so I'll get up in a couple minutes. Make sure I get that water. Alrighty here. Candle's gonna close in 1 minute and 25 seconds. Then we got some news. Nothing crazy though. Not gonna be any crazy news. No worries. Let's see here. How far up are we? We are approximately 90. Oh, now 80. 90 to 80 points up. Okay. 80 to 90. It's gonna be interesting, chat. I'm ready. I'm ready for today. Like to get into something nice. We'll see what the market's got. These trendy markets are tricky. Yup. You know why they're so tricky? Because we don't have them often. Most days are, you know, you get into a nice little trend and then boom, there goes the reversal of the day, right? Trendy days get people all the time because people are always trying to fight the trend and look for that big reversal. We used to have more trendy days years ago. It was more normal to have more trendy days. Nowadays, it's like maybe once or twice a month we have a trendy day, you know? maybe once a month. Yeah, they're tricky. But, you know, if we are going to trend up today, I'm cool with getting into that. It's just yesterday didn't really give me much. Let's go to yesterday. Gotta move this out the way. Yesterday, 10 o'clock. Oh, 10 o'clock was here. I guess we did, you know, if we look on the 5-minute, we did kind of set up a higher support here on top of this level. So, but man, it was out of here. It was out of here for 183 points. We did retrace a bit. And then almost 12 o'clock, continued up again. Yeah, it was interesting. It was definitely interesting. So we'll see. How far is this? 200 points? Yeah, 200 points. At 480s. What is this? 520s. 480, 520. Interesting. Alrighty here, y'all. This is the news candle. Again, nothing too crazy. I'll show you the data from the news. Numbers just dropped. Just job openings. They forecasted 7.44 million. And the number came in pretty short under that, 7.36. So it's going to be red news because they didn't hit the number. Also, factory orders minus 0.3% instead of 0.2%. Oh, that's quite the difference. Wow. Yeah, that's quite the difference. Jeez. So, red news. Both of these did not hit their goals. I'll put it that way. Neither hit their goals. I don't expect them to in this economy, though. Alrighty. Just gonna be patient with this. We seem to be pumping. In the 3-minute, it looks a little standstill, though. Looking like we ran out of steam on the 3-minute, but interesting. While we're here, chat, I want to do some membership recognition. Do some membership recognition. If you're new to the stream, this is where I like to recognize some of our members who recently renewed. We got Kiki with the 1-month streak. We got Joiner Tia, that's a new member. We got Octor, welcome to the membership. D-Hub with the 8 months. We got DJ Tremaine, it's a new member. Welcome, welcome. We got William with the 42 months. We got Wizzy with a 37-month streak. We got Resident Evil, welcome to the membership. NQ Soccer Mom with a 2-month streak. Lyle's Music with a 2-month streak. We got Samo's a new member. Welcome, welcome. And we got Monique with the 3-month streak. Shout out to the members. Thank you so much, y'all. I know this isn't everybody. It's not everybody. But we do like to give a little recognition. for those who recently renewed. So thank you all for supporting the stream. I really appreciate it. And if you're not a member, the easiest way to support the stream is to simply just press the like button. That simple, press the like button. Shout out to those who've been clicking the like button today. Thank you so much. Let's see here. This may be a good time for me to grab my water, chat. This may be a good time. Come on, NASDAQ. I want to see NASDAQ come down to maybe back towards the 400s. I just need a little pullback or something. I don't want a smaller time frame pullback. This is a smaller time frame pullback. I want the pullback on a little bit more of a higher time frame here. Risky NASDAQ this week. Just want everybody to hop into the trend, huh? Let's see here. Any new news? Let's see. Anybody hear about the nanos entering the market? They're gonna have some nanos enter the market, so you'll be able to trade with even smaller sizes than the micros. Anybody excited for that? I'm sure the prop firms are going to hop on to that. So let me know in chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're excited for nanos, if you think that'll be cool for your risk management. Give me a 2 in the chat if you're like, I'm cool with the micros and minis. I don't need nanos. Let me know how we feeling about nanos. 1's in the chat. You're cool with it. I like it for personal accounts, because if you're starting with a smaller personal account, now you really have better risk management, you know. Let me grab my water, chat. But yeah, 1's in the chat. You're excited for these nanos. 2's in the chat. You're like, whatever. Alrighty, I got my water. Okay. Love it for accounts on life support. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point, Mayo. You're right. If your account is on life support, you can switch over to the nanos. That's a good point. Because, I mean, with NASDAQ, 1 micro is $2 a point. Right? And if you want to risk 50 points, that's $100. You know? So, yeah, that's a good point. Let's see. How much are the nanos going to be for NASDAQ? Oh, what did I just press? Let's see. I think it's going to be 10 cents, no? I'm assuming it'll be 10 cents, but I don't know. Let's see. So it's expected to be launched August 24th, 2026. So the end of this month. Oh, I'm sorry, I said 10 cents. I meant to say 20 cents because $2, right? So it should be... It should be... Okay, I'm seeing two different things. I'm seeing 20 cents per point. But then I'm seeing... Okay, yeah. So it should be about 20 cents. Should be 20 cents. That's good, guys. This will help you from blowing your account. When you go on live support, again, let's say you want to take a trade and the risk is 50 points and you're using one micro. I mean, that's $100 risk. Versus if you want to risk the nanos, you do 20 cents for 50 points. That's only $10 risk. This is a game changer, guys, for accounts on live support. It's really a game changer. For you to risk $10 on a trade, like, you know, let's say you feel like going on tilt, go over to nanos. You can risk $10 per trade. You know, $10, $20 per trade. And you can have the appropriate stop loss versus penny pinching your stop loss and not using the right one because you're not trying to lose that much money, right? So this can really help with sticking to your strategy, right? We talked about this yesterday, how when people's accounts go on live support, you know, we start to make irrational decisions with our stop losses. We may not take an entry because we're nervous about the risk, right? So I do think the nanos will be very helpful. I don't think they're going to damage anything. I think it'll be helpful. And also, again, when you have a personal account, kind of reminds me of Forex. With Forex, you can risk cents, you can risk dollars, you can risk $10, you know. So I feel like it gives you more flexibility as a day trader with your personal account, right? Most people don't even have $500 to put into a personal trading account. They don't have $1,000 to put into a personal trading account. That's most people. And the reason why I bring that up is because if you go in trading micros, that money's going to be gone real quick. But now that you're able to trade nanos, now you can have some really great risk management, right? You can throw $200 in there and start with the nanos, you know what I mean? So I think it's going to be a game changer. I see it as a positive thing so that everyone can get their feet wet with a personal account, but also a positive thing for if your account's on live support, right? You always have got a pretty good chance with those. So, and also, guys, with Tradify, remember there's no monthly subscription. So if your account goes on live support, you don't have that pressure of, oh my God, I got to hurry up and pass in 30 days because then I got to pay for it again. With Tradify, it's one-time payment, guys. It takes you 2 months. It takes you 2 months. You know, let's just say things went south and you had to scale down. You can use the nanos and you don't have to worry about buying a new account, right? So I see it as beneficial. I do think the prop firms are all going to add it. I think right now it's probably going to be a race to who's going to add it first. Right? Commission's going to be worth it for the nanos. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be, let's see, it's already like $1 and change with micros. So with the nanos, it's probably going to be what, like 75 cents, 50 cents? It's probably going to be 75 cents or less, I assume. Yeah, I'm assuming 75 cents or less. Which 75 is kind of high. You're making $10, huh? Maybe it'll be, honestly, if it's around the 30-cent mark, that's not too bad. Hopefully it's between 20 and 30 cents. I think 20 and 30 cents is more appropriate. But guys, I really think this is great news, guys. You guys should be excited for this because this takes the barrier away for you to have a personal account, right? Versus you're like, I don't want to throw 1,000 in there because I only got 10 trades in me. And if for some reason you go on a losing streak or if it's just a bad month, 1,000's going to be gone because you don't have enough cushion with the micros, you know? That 1,000's going to be long gone, right? Versus putting 1,000 in there and using some nanos, building a cushion. Then if you want to go up, you can go up. I think it's a game changer. And I'm saying this as someone who has experience trading Forex. I've experienced trading with the cents in Forex, whether it was 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. You can really capitalize, and your risk management with a personal account is amazing, guys. So, like I said, I think this is amazing. I'm glad they're doing it. And I hope you guys are excited because I think if you guys try it out, you guys will see, oh, this is cool. You're not worried about your risk, you know, because it's small. You can focus on the process, right? Process over profits, guys. I encourage you all to write it down on a sticky note. Get your sticky notes, and I want you to write down process over profits and stick it on that monitor, right? Stick it up there on that monitor. Or you can always, like I have this little sticky note on my screen on TradingView, right? I got this little sticky note here. Process over profits. If you can just repeat that to yourself or read it to yourself while you're trading, it'll help you focus on your process, right? Speaking of, I am paying attention here. Like I said, we are slowing down a little bit in momentum. I said I want to see this come back down to the 400s. Right now, I'm looking at like 400, maybe 390, maybe 380, 390s. Now, don't get me wrong, I did see what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I didn't fully get pull back I wanted. So I will be a little bit more open-minded. But also the momentum did slow down, guys. I mean, you know, we have this huge candle here in the opening. And look at these bodies. You know, the momentum did slow down a little bit. So I would like to see if we can come back down to 400s. So 400s is around here. About 111 points away. 380s is right here. 380s would be my last target, most likely. Got my hunting glasses on. It does remind you of FX. Nice, yeah. This is I'm super excited. Like I said, also I'm super excited to try Tradify's new Archine, which is going to be their new trading platform. You guys know I love testing out new trading platforms. I like Top Step X's platform. I think they did a phenomenal job. And looking at the previews of Tradify's new trading platform, the sneak peeks, it reminds me of Top Step X, but just a more futuristic version, more modern version, if you will. But I mean, that's what competition does, right? Competition takes an idea, tries to make it better, right? I know they're going to have AI built into the trading platform to help you out, like an AI coach. I think that's going to be super cool, especially if you feel like going on tilt. To be able to open the chat and say, hey, like, I'm going on tilt, check my stats. And just having that like tap on your shoulder, right? That tap on your shoulder that says, hey, don't do that. Or, hey, let's lock up this account. Hey, let's limit your contracts, you know. I think I think it's helpful. Don't get me wrong. I'm not into spoon feeding. I do believe that people need to build discipline on their own or they'll never master it. So I'm all for discipline. I'm watching this. This candle closes in 24 seconds. What was I saying, chat? Yeah, I'm all for discipline, but not too much of a fan of hand holding, right? Because then people never learn. You got to teach people how to fish. If you always fish for people and something happens to you and you're gone, they're going to be like, wait, where'd my fish go? Right? But you teach somebody how to fish, you know, they can fish forever. Think about taking a short here, down to the 400s. We'll do... It's such an annoying spot, though. A little bit of an annoying spot. See, we're hanging around 506. Mind you, we're in this little like range channel, whatever you want to call it. Let me see if I can draw it for you, right? We're in this like channel, right? See here. Alrighty. Now hop into a short here. Let's see. Think about it. Oh, hold on, chat. You guys can't. How come TradingView isn't showing? How come TradingView isn't showing my Hold on, chat. Let me log out and log back in. What the heck? I just realized you guys can't see. I just realized you guys can't see. Holy. Hold on, guys. What the heck is TradingView doing? Hold on, guys. I'm just logging back in. I just realized you weren't able to see. Okay, we should be good now. Everybody can see? Okay, now you can see. One's in the chat if you can see my screen. One's in chat if you can see my screen. Okay, we're good now. We're gonna be messing up this morning. Yeah, I was thinking about hopping into a short, but yo, popping back up here. There's 15-minute candle. Closes in 3 minutes. We are just slowly trending up here. These markets. These markets. What minute clock are you on? I don't know what you mean by that. You may have to clarify that for me. We are just pumping, but we're still kind of in this like range, right? Volume slowed down here. We're kind of in this like slow crawl up, right? We've been kind of like slowly crawling up. Just kind of like, okay. This is super annoying. Like I said, we ran out of that momentum, but although maybe it was just sellers that just kept stepping in trying to sell it. Sellers are getting cooked today, eh? So far. You gotta be careful and chop like this, guys. Do have a level up here at 676, so looking like we're headed towards that area. My goodness, I just don't like the way it's setting up to go to that area, you know? I was cool with it going there. We talked about it this morning, but I wanted to pull back some, you know? Markets. Oh, the time frame. Got you guys. Yeah. 5-minute time frame. Hi, Mal. Good morning. So far behind. I'm on your stream 7:31. Just want to say hi. Future Lens are going back soon. Oh my goodness, you're funny, Mal. Hi, Mal. Good morning. Welcome back. We miss having you on the stream here. Don't play in my face, NASDAQ. So if we come down, now I'm looking towards maybe 420s. 420s. Like that. Look at this mess. How we feeling about this PA chat? How we feeling about this price action? Grade it 1 through 10 in the chat. Price action after the opening. What's been going on here? 1 for the worst price action of all time. 10 for the best price action of all time. 1 through 10. Go ahead and grade this price action. How you feeling about it? It's your personal opinion. How you feeling? How we feeling? Terrible waste of my time. Yeah, and it's gonna depend on your strategy, guys. For some people, this is amazing for their strategy. For other people, this is trash for their strategy, right? So it all depends on what strategy you're using. Steamed garbage. 7, 1, 5, 5, 4, 6. Gives the feeling it's waiting for something. 50-50. It's definitely like falling a bit, but maybe just pushing up here. May have to say F it and buy it, huh? New 15-minute candle, by the way. Brand new 15-minute candle. I was looking for us to come down to 420s, which is around here. About 130 points away now. Call me crazy. Call me crazy, chat, but I may sell this thing. This is like... Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking like this area down here, maybe. I know what I'm looking at. The stall, NASDAQ, the stall. Watching paint dry part 2. Going back to your other stream. See you. Bye. Bye, Mal. I'm an options trader. I had a bullish bias option. Following the yearly resume. Yeah, I won't comment on that. Algos know how to keep you on edge. You see, oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is getting a lot of people too. I can tell by the way these candles are closing. There's a lot of orders. It's probably about equal buy sell here. Equal buyers and sellers in the market here. Fortunately, only one person's gonna be right? Only one side is right. And when this actually breaks. I wish everybody could win, but I can tell it's an equal amount of buyers and sellers in this. Well, may have to move this up towards these lows now. Maybe 444. Maybe 444. 440s right there too. Now, like I said, call me crazy, but I may take the risk. Back in the 30s. NASDAQ. Come on, NASDAQ. Finally hit your TP. Nice. We are just playing around this area. Literally just playing. Let's throw this in a little bit of a range here. Wow. That candle is 60 points. That candle's 60 points. Ain't no way. All right. I'm gonna take a stab at it. And what I say, like 440s now I'm looking at. 440s. Maybe. Let me see on the 1 minute. Yeah. I mean, I was looking at the 20s, but that's another 20 points. Okay, 440s may be good. Okay, going for 90 points here. Going for 90 points. Do TP2. 90 points. TP1 will probably do up to the music. TP1 will probably do like maybe about 45 points. We'll take a look at these lows. Maybe about 50. 45, 50. Alrighty. And notification here. Looking for a flush through the 20s. We're kind of hanging around the 20s and the 80s. I like that we came back down to 520. So if we can flush through the 520s, we should be able to pick up some steam. A little bit more momentum here. Was that news? Linz, I think we need to head to Martha Vineyards with the institutional trading. Is this news? Am I a counter trend trader? I wouldn't categorize myself as that. Sometimes I go for reversals. So yeah, I wouldn't put myself in a category though. Just if I see something with good potential, I'll take it. You know. Yeah, I didn't see anything on the news wire, but let me yeah, I still don't see anything. Let me just check my last. Any news? The last news drop we had was 11 minutes ago. So not within this candle, no. Okay, NASDAQ is back in the 40s. I wanted to see us push through these 20s here. Going the wrong way, NASDAQ. Wanted to see 20s hold. So right now, I don't want to see this come back into the 60s. This comes back into the 60s. May get out, but as long as we stay below the 60s, sell side should maintain momentum here. Man, is NASDAQ stalling. I like the 60s for this, though. Goes back to 60s, I'm probably going to get out. Just because seeing what yesterday did, yesterday was a hell of a uppity up, huh? It was a hell of a one. All right, we're in the 40s, hovering those 50s. Don't want to see 60s at all. Do not want to see 60s here. We can build a rejection in the 50s. That would be pretty cool. Let's see if we can do that. Rejection in the 50s would be beautiful. Well, let's see. I don't know if the seller's got confidence here. But yeah, the only update I see is it says progress made on the Strader for moves. I don't know what that means. Progress made. I mean, to me, until this war is over, what progress is being made, right? I kid y'all not. It's literally what it says. That's the news. Progress made. Alleged talks. I'm saying alleged talks because yesterday when they said they were talking, the other side said we weren't talking. So it's like, okay. One side said they were talking. The other side said they never talked. So now they talking about progress made. We'll see. This war gives you whiplash, chat. It's like one day is this, next day it's that, right? That's my answer when people ask what kind of trader I am. Oh, that you don't categorize yourself? Yeah, I don't. But, you know, we live in a world where people have to put labels on every single thing, which is really odd. But yeah, chat, don't feel like you need to label yourself for anything, even if it's outside of trading. You don't need to label yourself to fit people's normatives. You never have to. You're just you. Trading is such a versatile thing, you know? That's the thing about it. It's very versatile. You know? Just like breakouts, like people used to say, "Oh, are you a breakout trader?" And it's like everybody's trading a breakout. I mean, if the market's moving in your direction, maybe it's a breakout on the 1 minute, maybe it's a breakout on the 30 minute. But whatever. At some point in time, for price to move to your TP, it broke out. You know what I mean? But I remember back in the day, this was like years ago, like about 15 years ago. People would have this thing against breakout trades for some reason. There's like a stigma where people are like, I'm not a breakout trader. Oh, no, you're a breakout trader. It was like this thing. I don't know where it came from, but it's like everybody's trading a breakout. If you're looking on these time frames, I mean, you know. But again, it typically stems from people who aren't consistently withdrawing profits, you know. That seems to be something that always follows the judgment, right? I'm talking about judgment, guys. There shouldn't be any judgment in trading. The only judging we should be doing in trading is judging our own trading style and trading habits, right? Judging your trading data, judging your trading stats, and making decisions on how you can be better, right? The only thing we should be focused on. All right, so we are kind of hovering in these 50s for, well, I can tell we're sideways chopping on the 1 minute looking at this. Oh yeah, sideways chop on the 1 minute. Like I said, looking to see if we can hold up a resistance here. You see I have a little box here, the top of this box. That's where I'm looking for us to hold. See if we can continue down for a pullback, but having quite the time holding. Quite the time. That's what I was saying. I wanted to see price below the 60s because the top of my box is 58 and the 60s is 2 points above my box. Do you have one entry style? No, that's a great question. So I have probably about 3 entry styles. One of them I use 85% of the time. So there is like a main one that I use for like everything. That's not this one though. This style isn't the main one that I use. But yeah, that's a great question. I got about 3 different entry styles. Alrighty, NASDAQ. Talk about chop. Well, we're going to 1 minute chop. Again, looking for us to hold this resistance here. That's why I say if we go to the 60s, I'm out of this. I want us to hold this resistance box that I have here and come down here for this little pullback. That is what I'm looking for. I do like this top wick. I may conserve my risk and move it down slightly, just based on this top wick we made. So I may move it down here to 37 points. What is that? 68. That's what I'm gonna do, just to conserve some risk, because at this point, if we come back up to the 60s and get to 67, then I would want to be out of this. So conserving my risk, 37 points. Going for TP1 is for 47 points. TP2 is for 90 points. I really am looking for... Actually, let me update what I'm looking for, because we just consolidated, right? So I said 40s. Ooh. Okay, maybe 60s now. Maybe 60s. Okay, we gotta move this up. We gotta move this up. Okay. Oh, I'll make TP2 the halfway point, then we can do 30. Good point. Don't like the stalling out here. The reason I don't like the stalling out is because it's showing that the sellers aren't too confident here, right? Which means we're gonna have a little bit of less sellers and a little bit more buyers trying to fight this, especially because of what happened yesterday. The confidence in buyers is gonna be up. Man, NASDAQ just can't get a can't come down, huh? Gotta be real careful of these lows over here. So this is a really good TP1. We could just because this is stalling out, it's telling me the buyers are really strong, right? So we may see a flush to TP1, and then we may just pop up right up. So I'm gonna put my confidence in TP1. TP2, we'll see. If it flushes, it flushes, but right now, based on how the behavior is, I would look at TP1 first. Buyers are coming in hot. They're coming in real hot. We spiked all the way to the 50s again, just to come back down to the 30s and make this up. Back in the 30s. Nice music. Thank you. It's a vibe, right? It's a vibe. It's like fighting Tyson in his prime. Schwarzenegger. Yeah, Mike Tyson is funny. Every time someone says Tyson, I think of that the way that he paints. Nah, he be having his hands up and he be coming at you. He's so quick with it. That man got some power, man. He's got some power. Oh my, chat. Do you hear the song? No way did the turtle song just come through. I didn't even do that. The turtle song is on, chat. The turtle song is on. You know what that means? That means we have to go to TP1. No way, the turtle song. Okay, turtle song. Don't fail us now. Don't fail us now. If you don't know about the turtle song, let me tell you. Who's new to the stream? Let me know if you're new to the stream. Let me get a 2 in the chat if you're new to the stream. Or welcome. If you're new to the stream, I've been up here for years. And since the beginning of time of this stream, every single time this particular song comes on, it's so random because it doesn't always come on. But when it comes on, it's always when the trade is consolidating, right? It's always when the trade is consolidating and it hits TP. Every single time. We got this on record, guys. This has happened like over 30 times, guys. Maybe 50. Maybe about 50 times, right, chat? Every single time. This song just comes through. Don't fail us now. This is gonna be the day the turtle song doesn't pull through, chat. Come on, turtle song, pull it through. Wow, this is stalling like hell. I told you the buyers are very strong here. I'm just looking for us to maintain this resistance here. Just want a small pullback, man. Can I just get 30 points? Just give us 30. Look, just let the sellers get 30 points. I'll take my TP1. I'll get out. All right. I'll take TP1 and get out. I promise I will. Just give us our 30 points, man. Then the buyers, y'all can have it after this, man. Just give us 30 points. I can have it after. I'll take the turtle power. Yeah, it's just funny because it always... see, now the song changed. GG's chat. The song changed. Turtle didn't come through. But yeah, it's just so funny that that song only comes on at specific moments. It's just funny. But we've had some incredible trades with that song. It comes on at the right time. All right, we flushed to 22. I do like that. I like price being in the 20s. Earlier when I entered, I said I want to see us flush through the 20s. Then we can pick up a little bit of momentum on the sell side. But we had buyers sitting there at the 20s. Sure enough, did. So I don't like that. I don't like that as a seller. Let's see. We are back in the 50s. Oh my goodness. That was a bounce from 23 all the way up to 54? 52. Just bounced from 23 to 52 in seconds. Nice crack. Back at it again. All right. Same idea here. I'd like it to hold the 60s. So that's why my stop is at 67. If we come back up to the 60s, I'd want to be out of this. At 56, we're getting very close to the 60s here. Very, very close. Let's see. Now we're hovering at the 50s. Come on, NASDAQ. I don't know if you guys can see that resistance unless I zoom out a little bit. It's almost looking like a little bull flag here. Okay, we're back in the 60s. Yep. Not liking this. Here we go. Stop dotted out one chat. First trade of the week. Minus 200. Yeah, we're going up from here. Look at this. Just can't get any real retracement in these markets, huh? Just some bullish closures and no mercy. We're just up. We're just up, 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 up. You know? We're just uppity up here. About 101 points away from this, yeah. At this point, I'm going to see the direction be bullish now. If we didn't come down from here, I see us just continuing up here. Let me see it on the 30-minute. Yeah, that was it. I guess that's going to be the retracement. Not much, but that's all we get. You know? Let's see. I think NASDAQ is out of here. This may be a home run. When I say home run, I mean this may just keep going here. We're at 580s already. Headed up to 600. Yeah, this is out of here. This is gone. Let me see this on the 1 minute again. Let's zoom out a little bit. Look at this. I'm gonna draw it out. No, look, I'm gonna draw it out. That has been New York session, ladies and gentlemen. That is insane. This has been New York session after the opening, of course. Well, technically the opening's right here. Opening candle 9:30 right there. Literally. Terrible. Terrible. We did have company earnings today, though, too. I know we did have some earnings. Need my black coffee ASAP, yeah. Let me see. Whose earnings was today? I think McDonald's, right? Earnings today. Yeah, oh yeah, McDonald's was today. Toyota, Caterpillar, Sunoco, Pfizer, whatever, Pfizer, Wayfair, BP, ADM, Ingredion, Adapt Health, Infosystem, Wix. A lot of big names here. Apollo, Spotify earnings today. Energizer. Energizer still going, eh? And let me know in the chat, when's the last time you bought some batteries? I'm just curious. When's the last time y'all bought some batteries? All the time you do? You buy them all the time? I think the last time I bought batteries... Oh no, I think I bought some this year. I don't buy them often though. I typically forget about them. I think the beginning of this year I bought them. But other than that, yeah, maybe like once a year. Yeah, I guess I buy them like once a year. Remote controlled by people in the house. Oh, so the trick with remote controls, I'm gonna tell you guys my trick, because I haven't replaced my remote controls for TVs in years. I'm gonna tell you a trick. So what you do is when the battery expires or whatever in that controller, you take it out and you put it in a different controller and it works. And I'll take the two controllers that are dead and I'll switch their batteries. And it works. And it'll work for months. And then when it dies, I do the same thing. I switch them again. I just keep switching them around. I kid you not. I've been doing that for years. I've been doing it for years. I don't know why it works, but it works. Oh, you get rechargeable. But yeah, I will switch batteries around forever. In fact, this is a thing of batteries. I don't think there's any in here though. Nope, no batteries left in here. Okay, well, noted. I have no more batteries left. That's funny. Yeah, because I literally just buy them once a year. Not even. If I'm able to switch them around, switch. I definitely will. The alert tells you it's a little early. Oh, too early. Could be that. Yep. Even with like toys as a kid, I would switch the battery. So yeah, I've been doing it a long time. It works. It works pretty good. Let's see here. Yeah, looking at this this price action today, I mean, to me it looks like we're gonna be continuing up with not much pullback, not much of a care in the world, just like yesterday, which is very forceful, because we're not in a booming economy at all. People are struggling more than they ever have in the history of time, in the history of the world. People are struggling more than ever. So that's pretty manipulative to kind of back up like that. A little bit manipulative there. Just in general, heading up. We're not booming at all. And we're in a war, mind you. I wanted to see... Oh. I'm going back to Monday. But yeah, see how Monday just carried itself up. There was a bit of a pullback here, I guess. This wasn't too bad. But it really continued up yesterday. So, today, I'm kind of seeing this go uppity up again, you know? with no mercy. No mercy. This market doesn't follow the economy the way the market used to. If it was, we'd be selling off. But when I say selling off, I mean like trending to sell off, like for the week, not like a setup. I mean like a trend. But we are uptrending the last 2 days here. Well, even Friday. Friday was up 3 days in a row now. You guys must find that interesting. You gotta say to yourself, what's booming right now? What is booming? Speaking of what's booming, we got some interesting stats here. A typical home now costs $3,200 a month in the US. You need at least $120K a year to afford it, let alone be approved by the bank for the loan, right? The median household income is $84,000 across the US, right, on average, which means most people, and when we say household income, this includes everybody in the house, are not making 120, right? The median household income is 84. So what the heck, right? Because the entire generation under 30 is starting to believe a home and family will never happen for them. At the rate things are going, of course. But isn't that crazy, y'all? The median household income is 84. Again, that's everybody in the house. All working adults. And you need at least 120K to afford a home nowadays. A year. Mind you, even just to be approved. Right, remember, you got to be approved by the banks for these loans, you know? Put the batteries in the freezer. It's old school trick. Oh, nice. Never heard of that one. And if you're making that much... Oh, yeah, the taxes. Yep. I think that number may be after taxes. But yeah, you're right. Even if you do, let's say you do land like an 80K salary job, or let's say you land a 90K salary job. Even if you land a 90K salary job, you gotta take out taxes. You make it 90. You know? Even you, with it landing a 90K salary, you can't even afford a home by yourself because of the state of the economy. Isn't that crazy, y'all? That's insane, right? That's just crazy. Back in the day, you know, if you made 90K, doing a pretty damn good job for yourself, right? Doing pretty damn good for yourself, right? Nowadays, you can't even afford to buy a home. I saw they were talking yesterday about the number of people who were complaining that they can't get approved to buy a home, who are paying like $2,500 in rent, $3,000 in rent, and they're like, how come I'm not getting approved for a home where I'm gonna pay like $2,700 a month for a mortgage when I've been paying $3,200 in rent? How am I not approved? Like, I have proof that I can afford this, right? Banks ain't taking it. They're very systematic. Gotta make 3x the amount, right? So that's killing a lot of people too. A lot of people don't make 3x, the required amount. Don't get me wrong. In an ideal society, yes, you would want to make 3x how much you have to pay to be financially viable. Yes. However, if you're raising the cost of things and you're not raising people's salaries, then no shit, they don't make three times the amount, right? You know? Remember thinking 90K, how much more do you need? But that was in the early 2000s. Yeah. Early 2000s, like if you made what, like 50K, you were good. Like you can live on your own. I believe people even got homes then. But nowadays, if you make 50K, it's almost as if you are you're not making it. You're not making it. You need a roommate. You need, even with 60K, people can't afford to live on their own because they don't make 3x the rent, Yeah, it's so different nowadays, Before 50K, 60K, you're doing great. Nowadays 100K is like, I don't want to say bare minimum, but it's like the new middle class, it almost seems. But yeah, things, I've seen things a couple years ago start to go backwards. Right now, more people are waking up and seeing, hey, it's still going backwards. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. And the sad part about this, guys, is it's still going backwards. And this war makes it worse. So that's not good for the future, your kids, the future, right? It's not good. Also, statistically, you guys can look this up. Adults aged 25 to 34, this is the most in the history of time where they've had to move back home and live with their parents. Or they got roommates more than ever, I know a lot of married people who actually have a roommate. Like, they're married, they got their two incomes, but their two incomes aren't enough, so they have a roommate. Isn't that crazy? And it's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that have to deal with that, right? Which is scary because, God forbid, something happened and you're by yourself. The fact that with two people, it's tough. Man, imagine by yourself, It's really tough. So yeah, we do need a change. We definitely need change. People should be able to hold themselves up on their own, 90K back in our day was semi-rich. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the financial experts say 100K is the new 40K. That's scary. That's a little scary. To have a functioning economy, there's going to be all levels of income, of course, but to have a functioning economy, I mean, to have business functioning, you need people to be able to spend money. If people can't spend money, businesses won't be thriving, right? You have to think about it. If you're penny pinching and you're just trying to save, you can't go shopping as much as you used to. You can't go out to eat at the restaurant as much as you used to. People are doing it a lot less than what they used to. If consumers aren't spending money, and you guys see that news, right? We get that news, consumer spending news, right? We look at those reports when we're trading. Consumers aren't spending. What's going to happen to businesses? Right? And think about it. What's going to happen to jobs? It's a domino effect, right? If the business isn't making money, that's when they start getting rid of people, right? To conserve some money, to keep the business running. It's a domino effect, guys. Unfortunate, but so we do need change. Everybody needs a job or an income, something, need income. Like I said, there's a lot of business owners within the last couple of years who unfortunately had to bankrupt their business. Like businesses that have been around for 20 years, 30 years. People who worked really hard for their businesses. Very sad. Very unfortunate, guys. Especially those mom and pop shops. Y'all like those, those mom and pop shops that have been around for years. Unfortunate. The Elites would say, those stats are great. You know it. The dollar system's working according to plan. You're right. You're absolutely right. Have to make 8,100 to qualify to pay 2,700 a month is wildland. Yeah. Yeah, that's the issue right now that people are arguing. They're like, well, if a couple together is paying 3,000 in rent and they're trying to qualify for a house, they're getting denied. Yeah, they'll be paycheck to paycheck, but they could afford it. But yeah, a lot of people are getting denied. So it's a whole other thing right now. People are getting denied and they're like, you're telling me I can't pay 2,700 in rent when I'm paying 3,400 a month right now, you know? It's crazy. Crazy, guys. But also the interest rates are up too. So that doesn't help. The interest rates are up, and then if you're not putting 20% down on your home, you got to pay that PMI, right? And that PMI, let's be real, that PMI is damn near like almost, that's a good chunk of your bill. I feel like without PMI, you can kind of almost knock your bill in half, almost. That PMI is a killer, you know? You know, you may do the math and think, oh, okay, I only got to pay like 2,000 for this home. Wait a minute, add that PMI in there. Okay, now you got to pay 2,800 a month. Like, wait, what? How we go from 2,100 to 2,800? That PMI. That PMI will hit you. You know? PMI ain't no joke. Yeah, guys, we are headed up here. Like I said, I after that loss, I didn't see this going anywhere but up. Why did you not trade with the trend? I know, it's a good question. Why didn't I? Also, you're in all caps. I don't want the sometimes YouTube bans people if they're in all caps all the time, so just be careful. There is a YouTube feature where they do tend to, although maybe they updated it, I don't know, but I know before it used to. Just be careful. But yeah, I mean, the trend isn't always a thing. I mean, there's trends every day, but we're not always in a trending market. It's very rare that we have a trending market for the day like we did yesterday. It's very, very rare. The last time we had back-to-back trending days was like in May this year. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was like back-to-back-to-back. Almost like a whole, yeah, it's like a week straight trend. You guys remember May this year? You got a sun mustache. Yeah, the sun is like peeking through. Sun is peeking through today. What is this? So did anybody in the chat see the new Spider-Man movie? Let me know in the chat if you saw the new Spider-Man movie. So this is going viral because apparently over the weekend, this is insane. Apparently over the weekend they had to evacuate the Spider-Man movie because somebody had farts that was just stinking up the theater so bad that they had to evacuate. This is everybody outside the theater here. People are kind of laughing about it, but they had to evacuate because somebody kept farting so bad. What in the world? But yeah, that's viral. That's on TMZ. Unbelievable. How is that even a thing? Like what? Sounds like a prank. Yeah, because they do sell that fart spray. It could be someone who was like spraying that fart spray like all around or something. Because there is no way that one human can stink up an entire. Well, maybe there is. I don't know. How can it be that bad though? That's terrible. Or a group of kids decided to do it. Yeah, I just can't imagine one human being that like it's that bad that everyone had to evacuate. They couldn't watch the movie. Yeah, it's gotta be a prank. Someone had it had to be fart spray. It had to be. I just can't believe that one human could. That's terrible. And if it was actually not the spray and a real person, like get it together. Like, what are you eating? You know? That's hilarious. Person must have been eating some rotten protein. Yeah, that person must have a terrible diet. Fart spray don't smell right. No, I think it does because a lot of these IRL streamers, like the top streamers in the world, weren't they just at a streamer university? They were doing. I saw some clips of streamer university. They had fart spray and all that, doing pranks there, and people were running. So it must smell. And I wonder if there was a kid who watched that and thought it was funny to, oh, let me buy some too and do a prank, you know? Danger to society. Danger to society. Funny. What is this? They just did streamer games. And apparently this person ran in front trying to go viral when they were about to do the bowl challenge. What is this?
Aim! Fire! Whoa, whoa. Oh, you're out. You're out. You're out. You're out.
This guy's an idiot. All this to go viral because you got your camera in your hand. They're literally about to shoot bow and arrows. Like, is he crazy? All this for a viral clip. Did they say go right before that?
Aim! Fire!
Oh, he did say fire. Look at Ludwig. You guys know Ludwig, right?
Whoa, whoa. Oh, you're out. You're out. You're out.
Did he host this event? He probably did, huh? That's crazy. That too, everybody's doing anything to go viral and get a clip, huh? Running in front of arrows is crazy. Like, where's the limit, chat? Where do we limit ourselves? Trying to go viral for some views. I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know? Make it make sense. Okay, it looks like we are just up and up and up here. I don't see anything for me here. Yeah, we're right towards 676. So may call it a day here, chat. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here because I'm not gonna sit here and watch this on stream for another couple hours. I can kind of come back and check it out, see if I like it, but right now, for it to set up again, it may take a little bit, you know? It may take a little bit. You kind of called it a day too? Yeah, I would say going back down here. Well, let me zoom out. I was looking for us to pull back some, even if we were going to continue up. Looking for us to pull back some. Then if we continue up, we continue up. Cool. But we're not getting much of any type of pullback in these trendy markets here. No type of pullbacks, which is super annoying. These are just couple candle closures, continuation, couple candle closures, continuation, right? Literally no pullback in sight. I mean, once you go to the 15-minute, it almost looks green, 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 right? Or blue, blue, blue. Let me see. Curious what London session. London session was a little rocky. Not too much happened. Not too much happened. Asian session went up pretty good here. Okay. We went up. Actually, we started by coming down during Asian session. Okay, Asian session came down, then went up. Yeah, it's interesting, right? So Asian session started off a little choppy. We came down, we circled up. Going into London session, I just started at London opening. It was around here. London kind of chopped. Then it finally broke down. Then it reversed back up into New York session. So Asian and London session, I had both directions in a sense. New York has just been a one-way street the last 2 days. One-way direction. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna call the stream here. I will check in with this, see if I see something. Take it. I don't. But these are the type of markets I'm not gonna like stare at because I don't know, it's making me tired to be honest. But yeah, I'll probably check in every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes. And we'll see what's going on with this. But that's gonna be it today, guys. If I maybe just looking on the 5-minute time frame, this closure here outside of my zone might have been better for continuation up here. You know, if we look back, but that's fine. Took it in impulsive entry because I wanted to. I understand what the risk was. It's not that bad. It's $200, and I'm fine with that. All right, we're gonna call the stream here. Have a great day, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.